Violet's boyfriend Nicky insists on celebrating Mardi Gras, so they dress up and decorate the house. Violet asks about the beads. Give me 6 minutes story, no adult words. You want a 6-minute story, clean. No adult words about Violet and her boyfriend Nicky celebrating Mardi Gras, with Violet asking about the beads. I'll write a warm, family-friendly short story that should read aloud in about 6 minutes. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Violet woke to the sound of beads clinking and a faint trumpet playing down the street. Sunlight slipped through the curtains, painting the room in gold and purple, the colors she and Nicky had chosen last night. She smiled, then remembered, today was Mardi Gras. Nicky had insisted they celebrate, and he had spent the whole week planning small surprises. Downstairs, the living room looked like a tiny parade. Strings of beads hung from the chandelier and the banister. Paper masks in sparkly greens and shiny purples dangled from the lamp. On the table sat a bowl of king cake, just their little homemade version, with a single tiny plastic baby hidden inside. A homemade banner read "Let's Celebrate" in bright letters. Nicky appeared at the doorway wearing a jaunty feathered mask and a glittery vest. "Morning, sunshine," he said, voice bubbling with excitement. He held out a marigold-colored bead necklace. "First for the queen of the house." Violet laughed and took it. "Tell me honestly, where do these beads come from? Why do people throw them around at Mardi Gras?" Nicky plopped onto the couch and made a show of rubbing his chin. "Long time ago, people wanted a big day of fun before a quieter season. They had parades, music, and treats. The beads, well, they became a colorful way to share joy. Folks toss them from floats so everyone can grab a piece of the celebration. It's like saying, I want you to be part of the party." Violet turned a bead between her fingers and watched the light bounce off it. "So, they're like tiny invitations." "Exactly." Nicky winked. "And they come in every color: purple for justice, green for faith, gold for power. At least, that's how the story goes." Violet's eyes opened wide. "Justice, faith, and power. Those sound serious for a day of cake and confetti." "They do," Nicky agreed, "but they remind people there's more to celebrate than music and food. It's about being together and sharing good things." He stood and fluffed a pillow. "Come on, we have to add a few more decorations. I found a stack of masks at the market." They spent the next hour dancing around the room while draping more beads over chairs and hanging a string of tiny paper lanterns by the window. Every few minutes someone would pause to test the king cake icing or try on a feathered mask. Violet put hers on and peered at Nicky. "Do you ever feel silly when you dress up like this?" Nicky grinned, adjusting his mask. "Sometimes. But silliness is allowed on Mardi Gras. It makes the music louder and the laughter easier." He offered his hand. "Come on, there's a little parade in the park this morning. People are bringing homemade floats and a brass band. We could go and maybe catch some beads." Violet hesitated. The park might be crowded, but she felt a tug in her chest, a tiny wish to be part of something bright and busy. "Okay," she said, sliding on her shoes. "Let's go be silly." Outside, the air smelled like frying dough and oranges. Children in colorful costumes chased one another, and a neighbor played a trumpet so lively it seemed to make the clouds dance. Violet and Nicky walked slowly, taking in the music and the smiling faces. At the park, a small float rolled by, just a decorated wagon with balloons and a group of friends tapping tambourines. When it approached, someone on the float tossed a handful of beads. They arced through the air like a little rainbow and landed near Violet's feet. A boy in a green mask scooped them up and handed one to Violet. "Here," he said shyly. "For you." Violet felt